Steve, Arsenal, they beat Burnley. That must have been a must-win game. What are your thoughts on it?
Certainly was a must-win. After the performance against Tottenham, had to win. They started off well, but they became a bit lax. They began to relax a bit too much. I thought they should have pressed much harder. And what we did was about to create chances for Burnley, which happened with a very, what I would call a bad goal, where the defense once again made errors that should not have been made.
What's happening with Arsenal's defence? Why are they playing like that?
Well, I do believe it's how can I put it? I think it's in a 1-1, it's in progress, a work in progress. And I would certainly say come end of January, what we should see the momentum will increase with better performance by Arsenal. Once we get a better defender, I would certainly not play Xhaka in the position that he's in. Midfield, he does not perform in the way. Pereira, the minute he came on as a sub with Iwobi, given that Lacazette was upset, but Lacazette had opportunities to score and didn't take them. I thought it was an inspiring substitution when Iwobi came on. It changed the dynamics of the game, and we saw that. So I would say it's a work in progress, and I would say give Arsenal maybe 2 to 3 months, looking fourth place, and then come next season, I think we should see us kind of re-establishing ourselves to the position that we are accustomed to.
Okay, so under Wenger, we probably would have lost this game, don't you think?
Yes, we would have done. And we would have done because Wenger would not have made his substitutions at the time that, you know, that the new manager Unai are making. He's much more, his thought processes are much more chance-taking, and he's willing to upset players. And I think we see that with him having Ozil on the bench for the last game. Even though he made Ozil the captain today. Ozil,
what did you think about that, Ozil being captain?
Well, I thought it was a bit to pacify Ozil, but I don't see Ozil as real captain material. He does not create and inspire. He's still still too this kind of, you know, touch here, touch there, and he didn't create today. He didn't create.
Would you call him a luxury player? He did assist.
Well, he did one assist, but I call him a luxury player. On 350,000 a week, I think you should be out there busting your balls. You know, you should be creating, you should be inspiring the team. And we see that in play like Iwobi, we see that in players like Abu Mayang, and Lacazette also. I mean, Lacazette was good to start. I didn't disagree with the fact that he was substituted because I think he wasn't as creative as he normally is. And so therefore I thought, like I said early on, Iwobi was an inspiring substitution. And we're doing well.
How good is it to see Iwobi score a goal? It's been a while.
Brilliant. Under Wenger he would not have scored because he was always too cautious. And what we're seeing is a different Iwobi. He's willing to take on players, which he did always, but when he's in position to shoot, now he's shooting. So I would certainly say what we're seeing is a much more inspired Iwobi. And I think he's going to do well.
He just needs a bit of time, doesn't he? He's coming out of his shell slowly, but there's a lot of fans that criticize him, I feel, very harshly.
I believe so. I don't criticize him. Under Wenger, I did criticize him for the fact that he was too cautious. He was too risk averse. And I think, like he quite rightly says, now out of his shell. He's moving different places. You know, he's not static and holding the position. He's creating play. You know, and going forward, defenders are afraid of him at the moment. It reminds me of young Rashford in a sense to say that, even though I'm not a Man U supporter, but it has the same kind of emphasis of when he runs forward, defenders are scared. So I think we'll see great things of him.
He just needs to improve on his end product.
Well, the end product, yes, but I think that comes with a bit of confidence
and time and playing games.
And the people that you have around them. So I think, but today I felt I wanted Abu Mayang to score his hat-trick. And I felt that if Lacazette was much more creative, he would have opened up the game and given him that opportunity.
If you had to pick one striker to start the next game, who would it be, Aubameyang or Lacazette?
You see, they complement each other. Where that Abu is much more creative, Lacazette is the much more deadly striker. So I think what you have is players that complement each other, but if I'm on the spot and I have to choose, I suppose I will choose Lacazette.
Yeah. I think he offers a bit more, doesn't he?
He does offer a bit more. And I will, but today he was in too many tricks.
Yeah.
You know, he was creating too many tricks. His game was all about tricks and the tricks, and I mean, it didn't work. It didn't work. And I think that's why the manager made the decision when he made it to say, you know what, to change the style of play. And once he did that, what we saw was a different game.
Yeah.
We saw a different game.
Yeah.
And it's good to see the fans enjoying themselves once more.
Yeah. And it's
Me
good.
included.
It's good to see Lacazette actually annoyed to be taken
Oh yes,
off.
he was.
It shows passion.
He was. He showed passion. And I was saying to him, to my friend I went with, I like that. The fact he flung his gloves away.
Yeah.
And just sat down. You could see that. Yes, you want that. You want passion in the players, rather than And that's what Ozil doesn't show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He does not have that same, he may have the passion. I am sure he loves the club.
Yeah.
But what he does is the hot and cold that bothers people.
Yeah.
You're never sure what you're getting from one game to the next.
Yeah.
And what you want is consistency. And when the man is on the pitch, he's on the pitch, he can perform.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking forward to.
What did you think of the referee? I mean, Guendouzi got stamped on and nothing happened.
The referee had a bad day in the office. Barnes should have been off. He should have been off, but what he was a bit too, and I felt in a sense, with 4 yellow cards, and I think he didn't want to give them a fifth because of the laws of the game in terms of fifth yellow card, which would generate a fine against the club. But I thought he didn't have a handler. And as these things would happen, who came and scored? But Barnes. That's the nature of the beast. But I felt the referee didn't have a good day. I mean, it was quite clear, but at the end of the day, one can say we won. And that was the end product for us is the important thing. So now, 3 goals, it reduced the goal difference in Spurs. Hopefully, Spurs and Everton tomorrow gives us an opportunity to catch up. And that's what we're looking forward to.
Onwards and upwards.
Upwards, always.